Midano on Fire, right here on High TV, your luxury channel. Today we have come to the queen of all cakes to meet Amani at Angel Cupcake. I'm sure while you drive by, you would have seen it, and at the same time, you would have tried her cake. I always get treated to a cake here, which is yummy. So today I'm going to speak about the whole making of this brand, Angel Cupcake. Amani, thank you for joining me on the show.
Thank you for having me, Dano.
Normally we have like savory and sweet and all, but here it's just a direct sweet fix. But you also have your savory platters.
Yeah.
But you're known for your cakes. That's where it all started. Was it cupcakes that initially brought you into the business?
Yes, I started with only cupcakes actually. That was about 5 years ago. And then slowly I got into cakes and other sweetmeats. I think I'm known for eclairs and other items more than cupcakes now.
Right. Yeah, well, the eclairs are really good. So I wanted to ask you, were you someone who learnt baking, or is it just a passion, or you thought?
Yes, but not baking.
But yes.
I'm a chef. I learned commercial cookery in Melbourne. So I was there. I was studying.
Down under.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I don't have the accent.
Yeah, I know.
So I was studying and working there.
Okay.
And then I was in New Zealand for a short period, and there I took some short baking courses. But I can't say I'm better. I'm good at cooking.
Then.
Baking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you ever wanted to like get into catering, like on a big scale?
Yes, I do, but maybe not right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
I do.
Because you know, cake. Okay. Back in the days in Sri Lanka, we had a butter cake. That was the highlight of all cakes.
Yeah.
Then we had the birthday cake.
Yeah.
Like birthday cake is you have icing on top and some wretched
The
thing
two
will
colours,
be put on top.
yeah.
Like a pink and a blue
Yeah.
swirl. And then you'll have like a wretched looking thing seated on top. Like they call it a teddy bear, but it looks a bit like an evil eye sender for birthday. So from there to today, lots of things have changed. People really want to like deck up their birthday look. They really want the cake to go with the theme. And now, of course, they put flowers and all objects are on a cake now.
Yeah.
In this competitive market, you not only have to be a great baker, but you have to also be very artistic to like make those.
Yeah.
How did you learn those?
To be honest with you, I have help for that because I'm more of a baker and I love cooking and I don't have patience to stay in one place and do all that. Yeah, that's not me, honestly. So I love baking and cooking, but then I have little help for that.
Okay.
So I can manage.
Great. So you have come up with all sorts of recipes for cakes and all those stuff, and at the same time, the industry is super busy now because if you go on Instagram, everyone is baking. Especially, I think with COVID, everyone started to bake a bit too much.
Everyone is a baker now.
There you go. I think during COVID, everyone started to cater something. How do you find the competition now?
There's no competition, to be honest with you. No. With these new COVID home bakers, because come on, it's ridiculous sometimes the things I see. Honestly,
it's best.
No.
Tell me, my darling.
I'm telling the raw truth.
Yeah.
And so many customers of mine are baking now, and I think they're kind of copying from me. And yeah, they are. And but I don't understand how people don't understand the quality difference.
Yeah. Because it's not about a pretty cake, because everybody want to eat it.
Yeah. So the ingredients and anyone can bake a butter cake maybe, but then again you have to know something about at least the basics.
I bake butter cake too.
So I don't know. I really don't.
So you sound very depressed. Like, I don't know these cakes.
No, but I don't
really
know for how long they can go on. Sustain.
Yeah. Because it has now, back in the days we believed in a wedding cake. No, wedding cake used to be like tucked to like a building. And you somehow look at it and cut like a small fake piece of cake. But now people have got rid of all of that. They really do like a genuine
proper cake. Yes.
And it's served at the buffet for you to enjoy, and that's a great idea.
I do that a lot, and I get orders for that, and I enjoy doing that. Mostly semi-naked cakes with fresh flowers. These big structures and all, I have no idea.
And also, what's the point of decorating Ruchi
Yeah,
for?
yeah.
What are you
And
doing?
actually, yeah, like you said, they keep a fake piece of
Yes, and that also they are just nibbling on it, and then we never get to eat it. That's just a problem. But now it's a great idea that you actually can eat these
Yeah.
pieces. So cake industry is actually like a bit of a catty industry to be in. No?
It is. Yeah.
I thought life was complicated for somebody who is on media. Cake is also seem to be hard. Hey, my shirt is a bit tight near my bandi, so what
No,
can
but
I
you
do?
look fine.
Thanks, and these people, I'm telling you, this crew is just very rude to me.
Not just jealous.
I know. Just never mind. So just wanted to run by the things that you have today for us. I'm sure there'll be an insert put for you to know what's on this plate. So we have your signature eclairs. I think the art of eclair is to make sure that the
Choux pastry is soft. Yeah.
like sometimes we get like malupang looking
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Then you have a cookie with chocolate on it. Then you have a cupcake with chocolate.
That's
pieces.
chocolate mint, and that's a meringue coated in chocolate with hazelnuts.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. And then this is mint.
Cupcake. It's a baby cupcake.
Okay.
That's a vanilla Swiss roll with strawberries and a passion fruit sponge.
Gosh, so much. This is our entree to start this
So it's
shoot.
like, it's more like serving petit fours for an entree.
This is the entree I like. Anyway, let's get into a break. On the other side, we're going to speak more about Amani and how this business has, made her who she is. We'll speak more when we do come back. And if you have a sweet tooth, you understand why I need to go into a break. I'll see you after this. Welcome back to the show. It's Dano on Fire. We're checking out Angel Cupcake. If you're someone who loves a nice dose of good sugar in your body, well then come by and enjoy some good food. So you have recently got into catering savory items as well. It was one of your new things that you started. So now you are a complete package. If somebody invites you for a party or something,
Yeah.
you provide from the cake all the way to drinks to everything.
Yeah.
Tell me about this. As a female entrepreneur, a lot of people do say it's a tough business to be in, and also it's just tough to run a business. How is it for you?
It is tough to run a business here. It was not easy when I started. It's still not easy, but it's a lot of hard work. And I think with the support of my friends, I've come this far. It's actually not easy at all. No.
You as a person, I know Amani because of acquaintances, and then we have had our own chats. You have had a life that has been a roller coaster ride, emotionally, mentally, personally. How do you handle that today?
Okay, so the main reason I started Angel Cupcakes was to keep myself occupied. I was going through severe depression and I was on medication. I've done everything, and the doctors, I was not doing anything at that time when I came back from
Okay.
New Zealand, and I was going through this phase where I was suicidal actually, and I've tried it. And,
You're broken within.
Yes, and then the doctor's advice was I have to keep myself occupied, and then I opened Angel Cupcakes as a hobby. Honestly, to keep because I was doing.
This was not the location initially.
This was the location,
okay.
but it was this was the location, but it was just for takeaway, and
Right.
but I didn't have. I had only cupcakes. I would come in the morning, bake,
Right, okay.
and then
Just
do
wanted
the
to create a
frosting.
routine
Yeah,
in your life.
that's
okay.
right. And so that's how it all started, and up to today, this keeps me going. the reason I wake up, of course, my kids, every morning is angel cupcakes.
Knowing that there is a purpose.
Yes.
But for those, when you do such a happy thing like this, so pink and so bright and so tasty, it's also tough to bring out all those flavors when you're broken within. How do you channel the right energy towards this?
I think it happened naturally. I think it's the liking I have towards food and doing this. From a young age, I started studying when I was 18. After O levels, I went to Melbourne, and then I joined William Anglis, and I started studying commercial cookery. That's when I think I've always liked cooking, even though I have never cooked when
like
I was yeah. But then going to college and learning the real techniques and learning from proper chefs, good chefs, I started loving it, and it's my passion,
For those who are struggling emotionally, personally, what have you learned in life that you would like to share?
I think initially I didn't share my worries with anyone. I kept it all inside, and but now I have a good circle of friends. I don't have a lot of friends, but a small circle where I share my. I still have, of course, issues, but when I talk to them, I think it's that support I get from them, and don't keep it to yourself. You have to talk to someone. You need that love, the support, the care, and with all that, I think you can get through it.
But it's great to know that you were able to bounce back from. Everyone goes through patches in life that could be so painful, so dark that they can't explain. But it's amazing that you were able to champion all of that onto something so amazing in terms of creating like a place for you to actually make people enjoy what you love. And I think cake or anything sweet puts a smile on anyone's face.
And it's amazing how many people I've gotten to know after coming back through the shop. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing.
And it's like immediate, like a satisfaction that you get when they bite into your cake or something like that.
And that message they send me after trying the cake piece, that's I don't know, it's the best feeling, I'm telling you.
There's something about cake. I think it can make the most annoying day so perfect. I think everyone needs to have a cake in their fridge at any given time, in a tight, closed container, otherwise it can be dry. So in terms
for your mains today, I've served some hors d'oeuvres which I'll be, like you mentioned, the savory side of Angel Cupcakes will be called Canopy House. I have still not launched it, but hopefully soon.
But it's available online. Somebody can just book it online. So all of these, like when you source these are all what you have learned professionally. You have now put it to good use. Okay. So how many items can somebody request from you? Like, do you have a count?
I have a huge menu actually. But
these are your favorites?
Yeah, these are my favorites. I love Canopy. I love finger foods, like tiny things. And these are my favorites.
And how early should somebody book you?
At least 2 days, 48 hours notice for savory items.
Because it takes a lot of time. And also when they're small, it's more work.
Yes, that's right.
And how many numbers can somebody order?
A dozen. Minimum.
Minimum is a dozen. Maximum?
There's no maximum. No.
Just go to town. Just
give me enough time and I'll
just invite the whole country down. It's totally fine. That's what's best about it. All right, we're going to try some of this and we'll see you on the other side with more with Angel Cupcake and Amani. We're chilling with everything yummy and delicious at Angel Cupcake. I'm speaking to Amani today on Done on Fire. So we have spoken about the industry, we have spoken about her personally. What have you ever thought of Angel Cupcake to become?
I actually had another outlet, but then I realized me being there and not checking on the baking bit.
Hard to
maintain. Because I want to maintain the quality that I have, but I would love to expand it here and have like a high tea dining area.
Oh, that's amazing.
And rather than opening another outlet, because I don't know, for that whole year I didn't like it.
It was too much too.
It was too much, and me not being in the kitchen and checking on everything kind of, that didn't work for me. So whole plan is to expand here.
Okay. In this such a small place called Colombo, we have so much happening every single day. How did you survive during COVID? Because it was just like a complete snap.
It's funny. Every single day I worked. I think I was one of the first to get a pass and keep it going.
Right.
I got so busy. I would come here. I'm not a morning person, by the way, but I used to come here by 6:30 and work till 11 every day. We got that busy, and I got to know more people through that time, and then I was able to, take care of my employees that way,
and also
because I never closed.
Yeah, so that means their salaries was
exactly. I was really worried about that then.
Yeah.
But then, so I
we
never
will
closed.
have time to enjoy cake, literally.
Oh my God, the first lockdown. It was crazy. Yeah.
No wonder we have all gained some pounds, I'm telling you, after this lockdown. But today, sitting back and seeing this brand at its stage today, do you feel that the self where you felt like broken has fixed itself a little bit?
More than just a little bit, I think. Yeah, and praise the Lord. I'm very happy with all this. I'm blessed. And I'm honestly, truly very happy where I am today.
Because I always ask you, when you became a young mum and when you started the bigger part of people's life at a young age, were you worried at that time, or were you happy and content?
I was both, a bit of both, but I was very happy when I was 19, and it's like I grew up with him.
Right.
And I'm so happy that I have them. I had them at that time, and I have them today.
Yeah, because you kind of understood life in a different
way.
There are so many ways that social media has created this impact. Like sometimes brands can be made overnight with a nice post or somebody resharing it or creating a buzz about it. Have you ever taken the time to sort of sit and enjoy or try out competitors or so-called competitors just to see what they're up to these days?
Yeah.
You have, which is great.
Yeah.
And have you liked it? You have, of course.
Some not at all, but some,
So blunt, and I really like it. But you have to see what's in the market.
Yeah, you have to know. Yeah.
Do you feel takeouts and delivery is the future and not dining in?
I feel, but oh my God, handling deliveries is just crazy. It's so hard. It's because once whatever I send from here is not in my control, you know.
That's true, and then the cake might just look like
it has happened. It has happened before. I get so frustrated about that bit.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel,
And so who takes up the ownership for it if there is actually a trouble when it got delivered? Like your cupcakes ended up this way.
So it's all the drivers, the delivery persons. Because when let's take Uber Eats or Pick Me Food orders, every single order we make sure to tell them, be careful, this is not a butt packet, you know. It's cakes, tiny cupcakes. But oh my God, then in a bit I get a photo or a call,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I don't know. I really, so I call the company,
Yeah.
and then they call. It's a messy
It's a process,
yeah.
And you can't control it now, especially I think people have got used to this new normal in the last 2 years of just staying at home and getting
Yeah,
everything.
you know, some customers actually come with the cupcakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they get it delivered through Uber
Yeah,
Eats, but they actually come back with the cupcakes. Yeah.
And then you have to like either re-ice it or
Yeah,
send a
yeah.
new batch. Oh wow. These are things for us to think about. Anyway, Amani, I'm so happy that you agreed to do this show. I know you're such an introvert and very shy, but I'm so happy that you took the bullet and did this. I'm really happy. I really wish you will come and enjoy some amazing flavors all under one roof. I wish you all the very best as always.
Thank you, Danu.
And on that note, we're interrupting up. We'll see you with something cool. Just to let you know, we do have dessert. We were actually able to create dessert out of all of this. What you have made? What have you made? I just want to know.
So this is a chocolate brownie, and this is homemade vanilla bean ice cream with a shot of espresso.
I love espresso and vanilla ice cream. It's a super combination. Okay, we'll see you after. We'll see you on the other side on another episode where we join you with another cool person. Till then, you keep smiling and be safe. It's a wrap.